Okay, well, you know, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Elder Defense, Environmental Defense, and also one of the principal organizers of this event today is performing a little bit later, and I'm thrilled to introduce her now. Please welcome to the stage Sarah Harmer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Good afternoon. We're up here in the clouds. It's been really a wonderful week to prepare to get this show to you today. A real collective effort. I'm really happy to be here with the great people from Environmental Defense who have been studying this pipeline issue with their experts and their coalition members for the last, I'm sure the last year at least, but definitely in the last 6 months or so that this hearing process has been underway. I've also become an intervener at the hearing, this Line 9 hearing, which is set to start in Montreal on Tuesday, and then we'll come to Toronto next week from the 16th to the 19th of October. So a lot of information is being put in front of the panel members about the integrity of this project, this proposal, and a lot of the risks and concerns from municipalities from far and wide, First Nations, individuals. Lots of people are expressing detailed, extremely concerning issues with this proposal. So anyway, this is meant to be an awareness-raising day with great music and great food, community, and it's really wonderful that you come to take part, so thank you very much. I know that there's information for you to take from Environmental Defense to know how you can play a part, because this national energy hearing is a federal hearing. There are also issues and requests that we are making to the provincial government, because we need the people at the province, at the Ministry of the Environment specifically, to look at this closely, to do an environmental assessment. This is a pipeline that has been in the ground since 1976. It hasn't been looked at since the mid-70s, and we need our province, who are in charge of looking after species and water protection, source water, to understand what is being asked of them by Enbridge. So we've got a petition to ask Premier Wynne and Minister Jim Bradley, the Minister of the Environment, to be rigorous and diligent and ask the tough questions, and not to be satisfied until they are satisfied, if they can be satisfied. And some of you may know that the pipeline, I mean, it crosses so many properties, so many towns and cities, and impacts thousands, millions of people. Within 50 kilometers of Line 9 live over 9 million people. This is a very important issue for so many of us. It also goes right through my family's farm, and that's why I've been able to spend a lot of time and become an intervener and learn a lot about the risks here, and also to play a part in the fact that Enbridge wants to do a dig on our farm, because they found an anomaly there, like they have found anomalies and metal loss and issues of cracks and dents and corrosion in hundreds and hundreds of locations across Line 9, across Ontario and Quebec. This is deteriorating pipeline, as their evidence and their integrity digs is showing us. So, you know, in the Toronto Star a couple days ago on the front page was an article about Line 9, and particularly about this area at Finch subway station, and how contingency plans were really an afterthought, or not even considered at this point, with the potential of a pipeline rupture, which is only apparently 24 inches from the opening of the Finch subway station, from the rattling subway. And it was a guy named Rick Monroe, who's not here today, but he's from Eastern Ontario, and he's a National Farmers Union guy, and he just put it together and thought, you know, that pipeline looks like it's really close to the Finch station, and he went and took some photos and just did some investigating himself, and then got in touch with the Toronto Star, and then, you know, brought a lot of these things to light and really highlighted a lot of the concerns that the City of Toronto and the Fire Department are raising in their submissions. So I think it's really great that people like Rick and individuals are bringing forward basic information to the public. It's all there if you want to nerd out and go to the National Energy Board website. You can look for days and days and find out all this information, but it's go to the Toronto Star as well. They're doing a good number of articles leading up to the hearing next week. We have a chance to really talk and discuss about very complicated energy issues. There's not one easy answer here, but there is conservation first, in my opinion, and there is wise planning and long-term thinking that we need to be doing right now, and this gives us a really great opportunity to do that. I was able to go to the tar sands a year ago and meet with a lot of Native communities in Fort McKay and Fort Chip and Fort McMurray, and there is a lot of troubling stories that those people are telling the world. There's a lot of illness, contamination, and loss of way of life. We know the climate change is affecting people the world over, and we have a massive responsibility as Canadians to speak up and play our part, to do the right thing, and to transition away from oil and dirty fuels that we have been reliant upon for the last 100 years, but that we need to transition away from.